Have you ever had a return on eBay or Poshmark that just made absolutely no sense to you? Well, we're going to take a look at a return that I had on Poshmark this past week and see if we can make sense of it. Welcome to my weekly review where we are going to take a look at my sales numbers for the past week and then go through some of my best sales for each of my product categories. So this week I started listing items a little bit differently than I have in the past. So instead of listing 10 brand new items every single day, I would only list 5 new items. And then I would go through my listings and find the really old items that just haven't sold. I would delist those and then sell similar. So if it needed new pictures, the pictures were really old, they just didn't look very good because, I took those when I first started. So I would take new pictures if they needed, and then I would tweak the title just a little bit and then sell similar on that same item. So I would do that for 5 items. So I do 5 brand new items every day and then 5 sell similar items. I haven't sold any of those sell similar items yet this week. I did just start that process, but I have seen a lot more activity, a lot more views, a lot more likes on those sell similar items. So hopefully some of those are going to sell here pretty soon. Let me know in the comments below, have you found any success in delisting and selling similar? All right, so here are my weekly sales numbers for last week. On eBay, I sold a total of 23 items for gross sales of $670. Poshmark, I sold 16 for a total of $373. Mercari is starting to pick up a little bit. I sold 4 items last week on Mercari for a total of $99. And I decided to go ahead and include Amazon on here. I've only sold 3 items for $69. I have spent 0 time on my Amazon store. I probably should start picking that up again. I'm just trying to spend so much time on eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari, getting all those listings on there. I just really haven't had time to do any retail arbitrage or anything like that for Amazon. So even though my store is just sitting there, I still got 3 sales, which is really pretty good. So that put my total number of items sold last week at 46, and my gross sales was $1,211. All right, a few more numbers to take a look at. My average sales per day was right at 6 items, and the average sale price was $28.16. That's down a little bit. I'd like to get that back up to over $30. Average days to sell was at 100 days, and my average cost of goods was $3.75. Let's take a look at this return that I got through Poshmark first. So I sold 2 pairs of Viore performance pants. They actually sold to the same person. And after he received those, I got 2 messages from Poshmark saying that he wanted to open up a return case for each of these. So here's the first one. So let's take a look at the conversation. And we don't have to read through the whole thing. There's actually quite a bit. But he starts it out by saying, they appear to be high quality and authentic. However, they just don't fit. Again, this is not necessarily an error in the pants, but my misunderstanding of the style. Is there any way to return it? So Poshmark says send more pictures, and then he sent even more pictures with the measurements in it. And I double checked my measurements. My measurements matched his exactly. And this first pair of pants, Poshmark says, after reviewing the buyer's case, we have decided to deny the return. Your earnings have been released. So that's great, right? All right, so let's go to the second pair of pants. So basically the same thing. He said, these do not fit me properly. They were just too tight. I didn't realize, that they were such tight-fitting pants. He sent more pictures of measurements, and again, they match my measurements exactly. And I'm pretty sure Poshmark has in their disclaimers that they will not accept returns for items that do not fit, so please check measurements properly because, you're not going to be able to get a return if something doesn't fit. It's not like eBay where they just automatically will return clothing items if it doesn't fit. I mean, if it was up to me, I would have just accepted the return, relisted them, and sold them again. But I knew Poshmark wouldn't accept these returns just because of their own comments saying that, hey, we don't accept returns for items that don't fit. So I was really surprised to see this from Poshmark on the second pair of pants. After careful review, we have approved the buyer's return request due to the following reasons. Size of item is not consistent with measurements provided in the listing, which is crazy because they matched perfectly. They matched his measurements. They matched my measurements. They all equaled up to a size 32. And they denied one pair of pants, and they approved this one. Does that make any sense to anybody? I mean, I'm not upset about it. I've already gotten this pair of pants back. I've already relisted it, and Viore pants sell really fast, so these should sell again really soon. All right, now that we have that out of the way, let's go in and take a look at some of my sales for last week. And this item here was my fastest sale of the week. It's a Coogie branded pair of gray denim jeans. And this sold within 2 days of me listing it. And we'll take a look at the pockets here. There's some really nice embroidery on the back pockets. And here is the back tag, Coogie right there. And I have had 3 pairs of Coogie jeans listed. This one sold within 2 days. And then this pair right here, which was a pretty nice one as well. This one sold just yesterday. It took a little bit longer. It took about a week to sell, but this one sold as well. I still have another pair of Coogie jeans listed. That one's going for quite a bit higher. I think I have that one listed for $60 or $70. I may have to lower it. It really hasn't gotten many views, but it has really cool embroidered pockets on the back. This one was nice though. It had this premium Coogie embroidered pockets, and here is the other back pocket. And again, these both sold for $30. All right, on to my slowest sale of the week now, and it was for this Pillow Pets Dallas Cowboys plush stuffed toy here. I bought this 386 days ago, so a little bit over a year ago. Back then, I was doing a little bit of research, and Pillow Pets and some stuffed, plush toys seem to be selling pretty well if you found the right ones. I went ahead and picked this one up for $1 at a Goodwill, and it took over a year to sell, but I did sell it this week for $15. All right, next up is my lowest sale of the week, and it is for this Drake vented fishing shirt. It's a long sleeve shirt, and I usually have really good luck with these Drake shirts. However, I only sold this one for $17. I'm not really sure why I listed it so low. Maybe it had a stain or something on it. But I usually list these for right around $20, and they sell pretty well. And I purchased this one from Plato's Closet for $10. So I overpaid for this item right here. I'm usually spending $3 or $4 on these and selling them for $20. So after all of Poshmark's fees and my cost of goods, I only made $1.08 on this item. All right, next up, we're going to go through my best sales of the week. And this is the best men's shirt that I sold all week. And the brand is Rhone. And if you haven't heard of Rhone, definitely keep your eye out for that. The sell-through rates are just incredible. I just looked this one back up. There are about 140 Rhone long-sleeve button-up shirts listed and over 240 sold within the last 90 days. So the sell-through rate is just great on Rhone. Same on the short-sleeve golf polos. The sell-through rates are well over 100% on those. So let's scroll down. Here's the logo. There we go. There is the Rhone logo that you're looking for. So Rhone is definitely a brand to be looking out for, and this one here sold for $35. All right, best men's pants that I sold this past week, and it's for this pair of vintage Polo Ralph Lauren chino pants. It was new with tags, so that definitely helped out the price here. I sold these for $40, and here you can see the tag. Their tags were a little bit beat up, but they originally were retailed for $65. Again, I sold it for $40. All right, next up is for my best pair of men's jeans that sold this past week, and the brand is Ariat. This is a low-rise bootcut pair of jeans. Hopefully you've all heard of the brand Ariat. It's just a really great brand overall to be selling. It's kind of a Western wear brand. And here is the logo inside, and see if we can find the back patch. Let's see, nice embroidery on the back. It doesn't look like there's a back patch, but that's all right. So, yep, there's the logo that you're looking for right there, Ariat. And I bought these at a yard sale for $2, and they sold for $25. All right, next up is the best pair of men's shorts that I sold this week. And the brand is Burlbo. I believe I'm saying that right. And this is just a really great brand as well. The sell-through rate is well over 100%. I think there's around 87 listed and 123 sold within the last 90 days. So Burlbo, definitely keep your eye out for that. See if we can get down here and find the logo. There we go. There is the Burlbo logo. And these shorts sold for $24. All right, so let's take a look at some of the women's items that sold this week. And this here is the best women's shirt that I sold. It is for a vintage Ralph Lauren silk shirt. Had a really nice gold crest here. And this was new with tags as well. There's the tag there, and it looks like it retailed for over $100 originally. I bought this at an estate sale for $2, and I sold it for $36 on Poshmark. Next up is the best pair of women's jeans that I sold, and it was for this American Eagle flare jeans. I bought these for $1 at a yard sale, and they sold for $25. And flare jeans seem to do really well. Slim and skinny jeans have not sold very well for me, but flare legs do really well. So there we go, American Eagle Super Stretch. And again, sold these for $25 on eBay. All right, my best clothing accessory item for the week was this University of Memphis Tigers baseball cap. It was a really nice hat. It had all this fur lining around it with the logo on the front. Just a really cool hat. And this one sold for $34 on Poshmark. All right, on to the best toy category. So I just sold this item yesterday, actually, and it was for this vintage Matchbox card display. It was from 1978. It holds 24 cars. It was in pretty decent shape for 1978, but it did have some issues. I took some pictures of it. Some of the plastic was cracked right there in some of the corners. However, it did still sell for $50, which was just a really great sale. And the best shoe sale of the week was for this pair of Nike men's Air Jordan Mellow basketball shoes. Really cool pair of shoes. I bought these at Goodwill for $15. I listed them for $100. I did take an offer for $90. There's the cool logo right there. Just really great condition. And these were actually sent off to eBay's authenticity guarantee, which is pretty nice. They give you a free shipping label. You ship it off to their authenticity location, and they check it out. If everything is cool, then it gets sent to the customer. All right, so that is my weekly review. Hopefully you found some information in there that was really helpful. Hopefully, again, some of those delisted items and selling similar, hopefully we're going to start seeing some sales on those items this week. And if you did like this video, please hit the like button. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And I'll be coming out with some more new videos very soon.